Now Casais to move up into the line, and Timber, these are the last two to move up. 1,300 metres for the journey. First of 8 races today on a dead track rail at 9 metres and 5.19 the penetrometer reading. So Timber ready, started going to the top of the platform, just Casais to move up into the line. And it's just proving a little handful at the moment. One start for a 6th at Colac at its only start. Now Casais is ready. Spiteri climbing back aboard. Greg Hall, the new rider for number 2, Tough Sword. Sam Hyland not riding today. All set to go. Ready to break in the first. Cannonball, the inside runner. All clear given. Racing in the first, Cannonball a little slow, and Stylish Response got back there early. Tough Sword first to bounce out. Pippa's Pal and Reneg showing pace down near the inside when they settle down. And going through the first 200 metres, Reneg gets up on the inside and heads the leader, Tough Sword. A length and a half to Pippa's Pal, third now from Cannonball on the inside of Young Norwegian. 1 1/4 away then came Timber, 1 Casais, and back at the end Blackbean on the outside of Stylish Response, who got a little tightening there, got its head up and eased. At the turn at the 800 now, and Reneg strode clear by a length to Tough Sword, a length to Pippa's Pal outside Cannonball. 1 Young Norwegian, 3/4 to Timber. 1 Casais, third to last from Stylish Response and Blackbean. Coming down near the 600 metre mark, Reneg the leader, out by a length to Tough Sword. Pippa's Pal going to third around the outside of Cannonball. Young Norwegian hard ridden, and then came Timber easing to the outside when they swept to the turn. Stylish Response under pressure. Casais back on the rail, and Blackbean pulls wide. In the straight, Reneg by a length and a half to Tough Sword, chasing after it. 3 lengths to Pippa's Pal, 2 lengths to Timber out wider on the course. They're nearing the 200 metres now. Tough Sword again raced up and took the lead from Reneg. Tough Sword got away 2 lengths in front. Pippa's Pal finishing fairly, then Timber. Tough Sword nicely clear, 100 out. Leads by 3 lengths to Timber, coming home well in Pippa's Pal, but it's all Tough Sword. And a pick-up ride for Greg Hall wins it by 3. Tough Sword over Timber second, and a third might be Pippa's Pal from Reneg. A photo there, clear of Blackbean, and a long way clear of it in fact. They're followed by Stylish Response, Cannonball weakening, and then Young Norwegian and Casais last of all. Number 2, the winner, Tough Sword, ridden by Greg Hall, and the time 1:20.7. 2-5 and a photo officially, 2-5 and a photo.
waiting for Trinket to move up, which he does so now. So we're all set, ready to go. First of 8, Canterbury Park. Popular pick, Rapturous. Couple of them edgy. Racing this time, and Kerry Shaw from the inside missed it. Rapturous jumped out pretty well, so did Arising, and Roswell looking for the lead, and Species not far away with Bubbles of Joy. Trinket out off the track, followed by Zar Royale and Tropical Breeze, then Kerry Shaw closely attended by, on the extreme outside, La Fleurette, Roll Star, and then about a length's gap to Baccarat Babe, followed by Germain and Mary McCree. Down by the 950, and Roswell is the leader, a half length on Species, wider Bubbles of Joy. Rapturous on the inside is fourth, and then comes very wide out Roll Star. Deeper still is Arising from Tropical Breeze and Zar Royale. La Fleurette, and then Kerry Shaw. Trinket under the whip from Baccarat Babe. Mary McCree is second last, and Germain trails. 400 left to go, and Roswell is the leader, about a half length or so on Species. Bubbles of Joy, followed by Arising. Out off the track is Roll Star, and Rapturous behind a wall of horses with Zar Royale. They straighten for the run of the line, and Species out after the early leader, Roswell. A length to Arising. Zar Royale is into the clear. Rapturous can't win, and then comes Mary McCree. It's Roswell tackled by Zar Royale, who's going home by far the better. And Zar Royale comes away on the line to win. Arising got second, and up the inside, Roswell third. Then Mary McCree, Germain made up ground. Species weakened. Rapturous was next from Kerry Shaw. Then Roll Star, Trinket, Baccarat Babe in the last 3. La Fleurette, Tropical Breeze, and Bubbles of Joy.
The bears heading out for the Golden Chariot Handicap Race 2. They all start a field of 10 to run. Rod Griffiths on 3, Kitty's Wish, and Jason Patton on number 5, Gaelic Joy. Incidentally, Sam Hyland is quite okay after that minor accident that he had on the way to the course today, and he'll be up riding track work in the morning, according to his dad, Patrick. So all's well with Sammy Hyland after that minor incident, but naturally won't be riding today.
One, that strong performer who didn't have any speed whatsoever, away very quickly, was somehow looking for the lead. Mingara the inside, and Amy J Star sools around the outside to take them all on and clears away at the 1200. Colonel Tom moves after them somehow, the set of Mingara the rail, as he tries to steady this leader, Amy J Star. They were followed by Comanche Bill, and then came over on the outside of Horses Intensive Care. Back on the inside, Oberon from Swooping Cheval, and further back Young Peggy. Around the outside was Goldbrook, and they were followed further back by Strong Performer, going through on the inside, or momentarily it did anyway for Keytor, but then dropped back again. Masker Dream went around that group, and last of all making a move from the outside is Keep the Lover. Onto the side they race down towards the 600, heading to the vicinity of the home turn, and Amy J Star controls the race, a length and a half. Colonel Tom second, Mingara third. Comanche Bill's run off the track. Over on the inside behind those, Oberon, Young Peggy somehow goes up to be about third ahead of them. Then Swooping Cheval and Intensive Care, followed by Goldbrook, and then Masker Dream, followed by Keytor, Keep the Lover, and Strong Performer. Colonel Tom went to the front from Amy J Star, somehow looking a bit of a threat on the outside, but at the 200, Colonel Tom's rider got busy, somehow drifted back in behind it. On the inside is still there, Amy J Star, then Mingara and Goldbrook late. Amy J Star is coming again at Colonel Tom. Colonel Tom's not finding a lot, and it's come back to win, Amy J Star from Colonel Tom. 2.5 off third somehow. Then Mingara and Goldbrook together, a break to Keytor, Swooping Cheval. Then Masker Dream, Intensive Care, Young Peggy, Oberon, Strong Performer, and last in...
The good lass on the move behind the barriers. Now Risky locked away. Her Independence set a little bit wider out. Lindleywood Lass goes in next to her. Garden Terrace is next up. Royal Mystique has joined them. All set now. Light flashing away. And the gates are back. Lindleywood Lass began fairly well. Her Independence jumped all right. Away quickly, Risky down on the inside. Now Her Independence and Royal Mystique ridden for pace today is going towards the lead early. Gaelic Joy came across too, and as they settle fully into stride, Kitty's Wish is back second last. Bit of pace in this, heading to the 1800 metres. And Royal Mystique is being joined by Gaelic Joy. Her Independence dropped in for a trail third. Daiquiri Dancer the outside. They're followed by Risky fifth on the inside, and then Lindleywood Lass. Over on the rails, Kingston View. Going forward, Kitty's Wish round the outside now, followed by Garden Terrace, who's next to last, and Crystal Ball whipped them in 1500 to go. And Gaelic Joy worked to the lead. A length and a half clear. Daiquiri Dancer had gone to second. 3 lengths to Royal Mystique third. Kitty's Wish moved up fourth. Her Independence a length and a half away fifth on the inside. 1.5 to Risky. About 2.5 Kingston View inside Lindleywood Lass. A further break of 2 lengths then to Garden Terrace, who's following the favourite, and on the inside Crystal Ball last of all. Down the back they run. 1200 left to go. Gaelic Joy a length and a half clear. Daiquiri Dancer second. 3 lengths Kitty's Wish third outside Royal Mystique. Then follows Risky a length away on the outside of Her Independence. 2 lengths to Lindleywood Lass. Then Kingston View the rail. 1 to Garden Terrace second last, and Crystal Ball. Inside the 1000 about to come off the back. Gaelic Joy a length and a half clear. Daiquiri Dancer second. A length and a half to Royal Mystique third on the inside. Then came Kitty's Wish on the outside in fourth placing. 2 lengths to Risky Her Independence. A further break of 2 lengths Lindleywood Lass. 1.5 Kingston View. Second last Garden Terrace, and last ridden along Crystal Ball coming down the side. 700 to go. And Gaelic Joy 3/4 Daiquiri Dancer. 2 to Kitty's Wish. Royal Mystique feeling the pinch. 2 to Risky Her Independence and Lindleywood Lass, and then Garden Terrace when they came to the turn. Kingston View's dropped out, passed by Crystal Ball. At the turn now, Daiquiri Dancer raced up and joined Gaelic Joy. Kitty's Wish is 2 lengths away from Risky Her Independence, and Lindleywood Lass out wider on the course, and then Garden Terrace. She's unwinding a bit of a run here at the 250, and Kitty's Wish raced up. Lindleywood Lass tackling it. Garden Terrace hopelessly balked for a run there between them. Kitty's Wish in front. Now the run for Garden Terrace. Lindleywood Lass on the outside. Kitty's Wish just the leader, about a half in front, drawing clear the last bit, and Kitty's Wish by a length and a quarter to Lindleywood Lass, and a neck to Garden Terrace. Well, she was pretty unlucky. In behind them to finish Risky, followed by Daiquiri Dancer and Crystal Ball. Then Gaelic Joy, Kingston View. Back behind her, Her Independence, and a long break in the field to Royal Mystique last of all. Kitty's Wish is the winner, a pick-up ride again. This time Rod Griffiths replacing Neville Wilson. And Kitty's Wish has taken it out. Second goes to number 6, Lindleywood Lass, Greg Childs, and third, number 4, Garden Terrace, ridden by Darren Yates, who ran into a bit.
Fillies. 2-year-old fillies went around in the first. Sean Searce on the inside. And away they go to a very good break too. Sandy Prospect out well, and likewise Dialer Ruby. Right up there, Wattigan Lass with Tasty Dish and Lady Rev, and then Jabaluka Triplina. Shonsur's getting back a little on the inside. A length and a half to Condria and Shireen, followed by CCMO, and 5 or 6 lengths to Shontata. They gallop down towards the 850, and on the outside, Wattigan Lass has the head in front from Dialer Ruby to Tasty Dish. On the inside of Sandy Prospect, who's just shading Tasty Dish, and then Triplina. Lady Rev dropped back sharply from Jabaluka, wide Condrio, then Shonsur's, a length Shireen, CCMO, and 5 or 6 lengths to Shontata. Racing down past the 500, and here Wattigan Lass got away from Dialer Ruby to lead at 2 lengths. Third, Sandy Prospect, wider Jabaluka from Triplina, and Tasty Dish is well and truly locked away. Condrio out off the track from Shonsur's, CCMO, and Lady Rev heads the opposition. Around the corner they travel, and Wattigan Lass first around the turn by 2 lengths on Sandy Prospect. Dialer Ruby Ruby on the inner. A length into Jabaluka, followed by Sean Surse. Wadigan Lass still in front, about 120 to go from Sandy Prospect. And then a wall of horses. Wadigan Lass in front. Sandy Prospect claiming an hour. Sandy Prospect hits the front, and Sandy Prospect came away to beat Wadigan Lass. Sean Surse has run third from Darla Ruby, Tasty Dish, Simo Condrio, and then came Lady Rev, Triplina, Jabaluka, Shireen, and Sean Tada was last throughout.
Couple of chestnuts over there, watching the start, or about to. And this breeze certainly has freshened up. Very pleasant day. There's Power of Port going in. Of course, the AFL season about to get underway. Side bet stands up well in the inside stall. Special Blend makes a good line. Blazing Stake, no problems with it. Domination's been the big shortener here. It's into 260, 160. Number 5, Blazing Stake on 610, 180, and number 6, Special Blend, $5, 180. But a very good rally for the Swettenham colours here on Domination. But I'm not sure if they've got it in as yet. Bit of heat shimmer over there. Really, it's a very pleasant day. Still waiting for them. Still a bit of activity there in those Malaysia Airlines stalls. Starter still not on his platform, and the favourite Domination on 260 and 170. Still working with this horse. I'm just guessing that it is the favourite. Yes, they've won the battle. They got it in riderless. Joe Bowditch lowers himself back aboard on the Kenmare Grey, and they are set now. Stand by for a dispatch. There's the light. And there they go. Happen to Be came out nicely. Shoe For You likewise, and away pretty well too was Beau Faleur. Wide out Power of Port jumped quite well, and so too near the inside Lead On. Going up on the inside of it is Side Bet, followed close handy by Blazing Stake. They were followed by Special Blend, Salt Hard, Domination ridden up behind those from Lady William. Missing one, Ichabod Mud won't stretch out. It's 15 lengths away. Coming towards the home turn at the 600 metre mark, and it's on the inside Side Bet, and in the centre with them Lead On. 3 deep on the outside, Shoe For You. Beau Faleur deep around the outside of those. There's nearly a run now for Special Blend up on the inside and trying to get through two at the same time. Blazing Stake angling between horses. Down the outside, Beau Faleur joins in from Happen to Be, and now Domination is shouldering its way through, and wider out behind them, Power of Port yielding ground. They fan across the track at the 200. Side Bet is still the leader from Domination, who's a bit green. Then came on the outside Happen to Be and Beau Faleur. Side Bet is still the leader, getting close to home. Trying hard on the outside, Happen to Be and Beau Faleur, but Side Bet wins it, nearly 2 lengths to either Beau Faleur or Happen to Be. Close up on the inside, Blazing Stake next to it was Domination. Power of Port behind them. Then came Shoe For You, followed then by Special Blend. A break in the field then to Lead On, followed by Salt Hard, a long break Lady William, and Ichabod Mud, the unusually named galloper, just had no pace at all.
On the way to the stalls now for the third, the Chase Super Rondeville is about to join them. Rondeville is set. Here's Sandy Darling about to come along. The light's been switched on. Demo Girl to move in, and our Croupiers within about 150 metres of the start now, cantering up towards the starting gates. Starter is heading over to the platform now. Here's Demo Girl coming in for Alf Matthews. Now Croupier about 50 metres away from the line is about to come in. She'll link into gate number 4. Inside runner, it's Spring Again. Favourite Rondeville, one from the outside. Out there with Sandy Darling. Now our Croupier comes up. So they're all locked away, ready for the third. Starter has them. It's Spring Again, a little edgy on the inside. Off and racing now. Sandy Darling missed the start by 2 or 3 lengths, and Drink Card Princess slow to begin. The first out, It's Spring Again. Our Croupier away fast. Our Summertime. Rondevel wider out, and now it's starting to ease back, looking for a trail closer to the fence, and then Demo Girl. Couple of lengths then to Desert Mistral moving up outside. Fuss and Sandy Darling. Drink Card Princess, the last two at the 800 turn, and Our Summertime sped out by a length and a half. Moving up, Our Croupier racing with the mouth wide open up into second placing. It's Spring Again a length away third, and Rondevel well placed fourth on the outside. 2 lengths to Desert Mistral, 3 deep around Demo Girl. Fuss hard ridden on the rail, and then Sandy Darling and Drink Card Princess last of the field when they sweep to the turn. Our Summertime joined by Our Croupier. Rondevel just behind them turning, and then It's Spring Again followed by Desert Mistral out wider in the straight now, and going for home. Our Croupier set up 2 lengths on Rondevel. It's Spring Again and then Desert Mistral. Our Croupier at the 200. Rondevel is coming after it well now. Under the whip, Rondevel is starting to reach Our Croupier, who still has about a half a length advantage. They'll fight it out. Rondevel is going home a shade the bit. Oh, she's got it won. Now she draws clear. And a well-deserved victory coming up for Rondevel. Goes on to win by 2 lengths. Drink Card Princess flashed home, grabbed second. Desert Mistral, I think, will be third from the weakening Our Croupier. Then It's Spring Again. Demo Girl, a long break to Sandy Darling. Our Summertime and Fuss weakened to finish last of all. Number 2, Rondevel, written
racing, and the speedy grey Vain Naribo jumped quickly, headed immediately by Laguna. Big assignment handy, so too Delta Lad, and then Saverin on the inside. Sukram, 1 to Contentious, a length and a half then to the heavily supported Snar Dame around Amareb. Kanive second last, and Selepic is last of all. At the end of almost 400 metres, and Laguna races clear, a length and 3/4. Big assignment, 1 to Saverin third, a length and a half away next in 4th position Delta Lad. Then Sukram on the inside of Contentious. Vain Naribo's getting back a little and is trapped very wide. Snar Dame 3 deep in the middle is Kanive on the inside being Amareb, and 2 lengths to Selepic. 450 to go, and Laguna about a length on Big Assignment, right in touch with the leader. 2.5 to Saverin, a couple of lengths to Delta Lad, then Sukram, Vain Naribo. Snar Dame second last, and her ears are being scrubbed off by Dyers. They turn for home, and Big Assignment in hot pursuit of Laguna. They've raced about 3 lengths on Saverin. Snar Dame's a minute away. 150 to go. Laguna's fighting on doggedly. Big Assignment can't pick up Laguna at the moment. Laguna a length on Big Assignment, then Delta Lad and Sukram, but it's all Laguna. Laguna from Big Assignment and Sukram, followed by Delta Lad, and then came Selepic. Snar Dame, oh, very ordinary run, and they put a poultice on it. Then came Vain Naribo, Kanive, Amareb, and Saverin, and Contentious was last.
Over on the outside, Gold Fame show the way by a length to the Kalichi Kid. Up in the centre, Garib is poised just behind the speed, so is Donut. And down on its inside, Pure Spark has made ground, and they were followed by Carry It Home, I'm Next as they turn. Quick Speech on the inside, on its outside, right on top. To the extreme outside came Miss Tanak and Deaconess. In the straight now, and it's Spray Gold the inside, and Gold Fame, they're nose for nose with now Gold Fame just getting the upper hand. They've drawn away 2 or 3 in front. Behind those, Donut, Garib, and right down the outside, late Miss Tanak, and then I'm Next and Carry It Home. This leader's getting a bit tired, Gold Fame. Trying hard as Garib. Gold Fame is walking. It might still see it out. I think the favourite it has. About a half length to Garib. Third, 2.5 off I'm Next from Carry It Home, Spray Gold. Wider out on the track was right on top, and deeper outside of it still was Tanak Miss. Then a break to Donut, followed further back by Pure Spark, Deaconess, and then came the Kalichi Kid, and the last one in was Swift Speech.
Tried at her debut, but pulled up lame. She's drawn over near the outside and is ready. Next, File 8 coming up into the line next to Meccano. So what do we got? 2 to move in now. Rossetti Gold to come into an outside barrier. And Impulsive. Drifter comes along. So Rossetti Gold to take the outside barrier. A narrow favourite over Meccano and Magic Music. And Rossetti Gold is in, so they're all set. Ready to break over 1,000 metres. Starter has them with the light flashing away. Off now. And Rossetti Gold jumped just reasonably on the outside. Look for Venus, Phase Delight away quickly. Magic Music began very fast. Over to the inside, and Threadbare and Meccano have come away quickly in company with Fire Lake. They've gone 250 metres now. Threadbare pushes up along the inside to be a narrow leader with Magic Music, who's gone very fast and cuts her off from the outside barrier. Magic Music from Threadbare, who came away from the fence. Meccano out 3 wide now. Look for Venus very wide. Just behind them, Love and Glory and Fire Lake, followed by Impulsive. Then Twin Ramble. Rossetti Gold's got a good way back, and Metal Ice last quartering at the 400 metres. Magic Music about a neck in front of Threadbare. A length Meccano. A gap in the field of Phase Delight and Fire Lake, followed by Love and Glory. Rossetti Gold not doing enough at the moment. Meccano went to the lead at the 200. It's Meccano from Love and Glory on the inside. Fire Lake, Phase Delight and Metal Ice. It's now Fire Lake and Metal Ice descending on the lead together. Metal Ice and Fire Lake coming down to the line. No, not much in this between Metal Ice and Fire Lake. Close between them. Rossetti Gold flew home. It's in a photo for third there in company with the Phase Delight. They're followed then by Twin Ramble, who made up ground. Love and Glory just behind them with Impulsive and Meccano. They're followed by Look for Venus wider out, and back towards the end here are Threadbare and also Magic Music, who both showed pace before weakening. Great photo. Judges call for the camera here in the Waratah handicap race number 4 to start the quaddie. Fire Lake and Metal Ice. Oh, gee.
And they break from the 1200 stools. Jason's Memory didn't jump quickly from the inside. A point went out well, and so too did Sir Twickenham. And settling down, it's going to be Sir Twickenham just leading from Powers and a point. Then Grass, a length and a half further out, Supreme Butterfly, Dual Photon. And then comes Rock the Stars, Jason's Memory, followed by Perpetual Check, Carl Perra. Rock the Stars is going to be prattled out very wide in company with Farmer John. And Honoric is last of all as they race along past the 700. Sir Twickenham got away here. About 2 lengths on Powers, a point third, and it's stablemate Grass the outside fourth. Off the course, Supreme Butterfly, a length and a half to Dual Photon, 1 Jason's Memory, followed by Rock the Stars, and then Farmer John, wider out on the track, Carl Perra, Perpetual Check, and Honoric is the tail ender. The grey, and that is Twickenham leading clearly as they swing into the home straight, more than a length on Powers. A point over on the inside, wider as Grass. Dual Photon is next, a length and a half to Jason's Memory, bumping badly with Supreme Butterfly. A point is getting up on the inside to chase Twickenham. Larry Cassidy looking for the century of winners for the season. He's going to get it. A point in front. Dual Photon is coming home pretty quickly, but a point will win. A point beat Dual Photon third to Sir Twickenham, and then Grass, followed by Carl Perra, Honoric, Supreme Butterfly, Jason's Memory, Powers, and then came Rock the Stars, Farmer John, and Perpetual Check was last.
Two in front of in second place in Gurok, Labiel third outside of Bodyjet, 2.5 Pride of Cayley as they cover the 1400, a length Brookside Lady and a length and a half, nearly 2 away last of all as Must Be Class by the 1300, Acidic by a couple, second Gurok away from the rail, Bodyjet the inside, another 2 lengths away Labiel steadily ridden, and they were followed by Pride of Cayley, then came Brookside Lady, and 1 away last of all is Must Be Class. In that order, they shape up to move onto the side by the 1,000 metres at that turn now, and it's Acidic held together, 3/4 in front of Gurok the outside, given plenty of room to gallop. Third Bodyjet back a length and a half. Another length and a half Labiel, followed by Pride of Cayley. A neck on its outside, Brookside Lady. The rider starting to call. And a length and a half to Must Be Class last of all. They go by the 700, and Gurok has a go at this leader now. It's Acidic the inside and Gurok. They're 2 in front of Bodyjet, 2.5 Labiel, followed by Pride of Cayley, not travelling for the moment. Brookside Lady around her, and deeper was Must Be Class out into the open. In the straight, Gurok heads Ed's Acidic, and then came over on the outside Body Jet. Further back, Pride of Carly, followed by Laybill niggled at. Brookside Lady is gradually working into the finish, and then Must Be Class. But here, Body Jet's gone up to Gurok. Body Jet got his head in front. In second place in Gurok at the 200-metre mark. Body Jet and neck in front. Now Laybill is starting to come. Laybill on the outside lays down the challenge to Body Jet and Gurok, and Laybill races away to win. Laybill by about a length and a half, make it 2.5 on the line. He came right away. Second, Gurok fought back with Body Jet. There wasn't that much in it though, really. And then came Brookside Lady, Must Be Class, Pride of Carly and Acidic.
Fighter comes up. Commodore is ready in the light blue colours with the red cap. The grey Divorced in the blue and gold colours moving in to join them. Megastar bandaged on the near 4. Coming up into the line. Next locked away. Uncovered. Waiting its turn to move in. Megastar coming up. Uncovered with a terrific record of 11 starts and 6 wins, moves along into the line. 6 to 7 to come along. And Bisca Go-Go is edging closer to the line. Bolster with the clerk of the course. Seafon is coming up in the red, white and blue colours now. And there's 6 to move in once Seafon is locked in. BT awaiting its turn now. Toreador coming up into the line as the blinkers off. Beatty comes up into the line. Time Chase is ready. So just the last 3 to come along. Starter heading over to the platform now. Last few getting set. Just about set now. In fact, they are all locked away over at the 1300. Freeman, the favourite, drawn one. Big field, capacity field of 18. And they're ready to jump. All set right on start time. All set. Starter holds them, 1300 the journey. All clear given. Racing now, Freeman, one of the first out. Bolster threw its head in the air, settled down a clear last. Commodore and Toreador both away quickly. Gold Time getting up to 4th early. Then Beatty pushing up to 5th, and they're followed by Time Chase. Greenwich a half uncovered, and then out to Tiller. A length to Seafon, followed by Fassato. A Little Beauty going forward, and then Ironstone when they went past 1,000 metres. A good way back, Bisca Go-Go in company with Megastar between horses. Then came Arctic Fighter, Divorce second last, and Bolster. Toreador took it up at the 800, a length and a half to Beatty. Freeman a length away 3rd. Time Chase a length away 4th. Commodore is 5th, and then Uncovered and Gold Time. 2 lengths to Greenwich, around out to Tiller. Fassato over on the inside, and then a Little Beauty and Seafon. 1.5 further back in the field is Ironstone, Arctic Fighter. 2 Bisca Go-Go, Divorced a long way back from Bolster and Megastar. Beatty went up to take the lead around the home turn from Toreador. 3 lengths to Freeman, turning into the straight in 3rd placing, and then nicely clear from Gold Time, and then Time Chase Uncovered. Greenwich and out to Tiller, a unwinding runs at the 300 end. Beatty the leader. Here's Freeman coming home very well on the outside. Then Greenwich, who's coming home fairly well, and Gold Time staking a claim. Freeman the leader. Gold Time, and here's Ironstone. Ironstone flying. Freeman in front. Ironstone picking it up 2 to its 1. Goes home the better, and Ironstone beat Freeman. Gold Time close up 3rd, and then came a Little Beauty and Bisca Go-Go. Just behind them to finish in the race was Greenwich and Divorced, and they're followed out to Tiller, Beatty, Time Chase, Seafon, followed by Arctic Fighter, and then Toreador, Megastar, Fassato well back from Commodore, Uncovered, and Bolster was last to finish. Number 9, Ironstone, ridden by Craig Williams.
Chris Munce's ride comes up to the outside gate, stall number 14, and we're ready for action. This is race 5, the RMG Anniversary Handicap, 1900, jumping at the top of the straight down to the judge and 1 lap of the track. Ready for a start here. Mon Prince just a little towy. Gates fly back, they're off now. Mon Prince jumped fairly from the inside. She has class from near the centre out pretty well. Aria Lass likewise with Haute Couture. County Miss not far away, and on the extreme outside is Darcy Dancer. Coming down the straight and past the 100 metres, and on the inside, Mon Prince just leads Haute Couture. She has class 3 deep, and Darcy Dancer 4 wide. A length and a half to Goodwood inside Aria Lass. 2 to County Miss on the outside of Fervent Hope, and then Triple Maze wide, Bombast the middle. Winning Endgame on the rails. 2 to Lady Varick and Be My Dane and Sahura for the last pair. Out of the straight they run, and the leader Mon Prince from Darcy Dancer. She has class 1 off the rails. Third, a length the Haute Couture, Goodwood on the inside. 1.5 to Aria Lass and 2 Fervent Hope and County Miss. Then Triple Maze, Bombast, Winning Endgame, Lady Varick, Sahura and Be My Dane. Into the back of the course now, going along to the 1,000 pole, and the leader is Mon Prince, 3/4 Darcy Dancer, as they go down now to the halfway marker at the 950. A length as She Has Class on the inside of Haute Couture, then Goodwood, County Miss improving, then Aria Lass, Triple Maze is following County Miss from Bombast in the middle, wedged away. Fervent Hope on the rails, then comes Lady Varick, Be My Dane, Winning Endgame and Sahura. They're bunching up noticeably now, galloping towards the 600. Mon Prince in charge, narrowly though, from Darcy Dancer. A length as She Has Class, and then comes on the outside of it Haute Couture. 2 lengths further back in the field on the outside County Miss. Goodwood is well and truly nailed away from Aria Lass, Triple Maze, Bombast badly in need of a run from Winning Endgame. Then Fervent Hope, and a good gap to Lady Varick. Be My Dane has dropped right out, and about 4 lengths Sahura as they come round the corner. Darcy Dancer on the outside, and Haute Couture quickly race past Mon Prince. 2 lengths to County Miss. Goodwood can't get clear, and likewise She Has Class. 100 to go, and Haute Couture hit the front from Darcy Dancer. County Miss in the 3rd place, but it's Haute Couture in front. They can't catch Haute Couture, and Haute Couture wins. Oh, County Miss is prominent for second. Bombast flew right up there, Goodwood and Darcy Dancer. Oh, a few hard luck tails that come out of some of the jocks in that race. A break Fervent Hope and Be My Dane, Lady Varick followed by Winning Endgame, and then She Has Class pulling up quickly. And the last quartet actually were Aria Lass, Triple Maze, Mon Prince and Sahurov.
On their way to the stalls now for the Eager Ninja Handicap Race 6, due in about 7 minutes.
They're off this time. It's My Secret went up slate when the gates opened and missed it, but not quite as much as Silk Mahal, who'll tail out early. At the 1200 they run now, and the leader is Atkins Street, taken on by the veteran Trelawney Boy. He's still got a bit of zip in his stride. Going after him on the outside, All Jazzed Up. Trelawney Boy ahead to All Jazzed Up, 2 to Atkins Street getting a nice run. Warasand next, followed by Buyers and Sellers, who keeps that horse deep as they go around that first turn. Ragazzino over on the inside, dropped back sharply. Dedication Boy went ahead of it. Swampy Bob's off from the rear of the field, going around those few, and they were followed further back in the field now by It's My Secret, and last of all is Silk Mahal, or second last as it goes past the other one, Ragazzino, which dropped right out. Down to the 600 prior to the home turn, and All Jazzed Up running boldly. A length and a half to Atkins Street, which has had a lovely run. Trelawney Boy, the veteran, now back to 3rd. Swampy Bob to 4th. Buyers and Sellers on its inside, and they were followed out wider by Warasand, which had a bit of a brush there with Dedication Boy from Silk Mahal. Swampy Bob now giving ground, and further back behind the Ragazzino's caught it today. All jazzed up, though, kicked away a length and a half in front down to the 200. Second placing Atkins Street. Warrisan is flat strap, and so is Dedication Boy. All jazzed up, the leader. Warrisan is grinding away on the outside. It might still get up the toppy. All jazzed up is hanging on grimly. He's hanging on, and he might have held on. All jazzed up might have held on from Warrisan, Atkins Street. Buyers and sellers and Dedication Boy. And then came Swampy Bob, Silk Mahal, It's My Secret. Then Trelawney Boy and Ragazzino Absolute. This might have just lasted.
It is Balaklava off at Sandown Park.
True Glimmer, Hoppy Dazzler now masters pace and joined by Delmore Drifter turning out of the straight. They got onto each other's heels. Delmore Drifter badly checked with True Glimmer, and King of Corowa fell, and Nice Move got through to grab the front. Raced out by 4 to Astrology, followed by a Hoppy Dazzler, Arnold's Gift, and well back Little Lenny, and the rest headed by Delmore Drifter and True Glimmer. Off the back, the front runner, Nice Move. Hoppy Dazzler a length away. He comes to the out.
On their way to the barrier, and then the 3 middle positions. So Lucky Rule comes up, declares in 2, the favourite, Mr. Good Time, still to move up. He'll jump out of stall 5. Ricochet Star is coming up into the line now. The starter is on the platform. Working on Ricochet Star, there's 3 to come up. Field locked away now. They're all ready. Set for the 1,000 metres. Ricochet Star a little edgy. Mr. Good Time stood alongside it. Away they go. Began okay, Mr. Good Time. Away quickly Rhodes, and Declare away fast near the inside. Raffin Times is going very quickly in the early stages when they settle into stride now through the first 200 metres. Lucky Rule from the outside barrier speeding up towards the front in company with Raffin Times. Coniston Edition gets up on the inside to share the front running early. Our Clicko is 4th. Mr. Good Time just behind them 5th on the inside, and then Gallaty Star look out wider. Then Captain Cortez very deep behind them. Declare over on the inside, and then Ricochet Star and about 4 to Road. Stretched across the track round the home turn. Coniston Edition on the rail. Mr. Good Time gets the run through, and Lucky Rule. These are the 3 down to the 300, followed by Gallaty and Declare running on fairly well. Mr. Good Time broke to the lead at the 200. He's pulled the whip. 2 now to Declare. Gallaty. Ricochet Star's coming home well. Mr. Good Time nicely clear. Ricochet Star's flying home. Mr. Good Time has been tackled by Ricochet Star. Mr. Good Time just in front. Oh, might have just won from Ricochet Star, and Declare flashed through in the middle to grab 3rd. Back behind those, Lucky Rule, Captain Cortez and Gallaty. From Our Clicko, Rhodes picked up a few, then Starlook, Raffin Times and Coniston Edition is last to greet the judge.
Then Something Special and Seen Before, Fresh Feeling, and getting back a little is Mystery Card in the early stages as they work to the back of the track, and La Ferry scouting wide out hits the front of the 1200 from Full Pelt and Full Alert. A length to La Lolo, similar margin Seen Before, 1.5 Captivating, 2 to Something Special, a length Fresh Feeling, and 1 to Mystery Card as they go down the back of the course now and leave the 1,000 behind them, and Full Alert raced up to nose La Ferry. Full Pelt is 3rd inside of La Lolo, nicely posied, a length and a half then coming Captivating. The speed is slowing from Something Special, and wider out on the track is Seen Before, and about a length and a half to 2 Mystery Card and Fresh Feeling. They gallop on towards the next corner here, and narrowly clear is La Ferry from on the outside Full Alert, about 2 lengths to Full Pelt. Ahead the outside La Lolo, 2 lengths to Seen Before, Captivating, Something Special, Mystery Card and Fresh Feeling. This is the order down to the corner of the 400 and La Ferry. Out about a half length on Full Alert. La Lolo about to be wound up. Full Pelt is locked away. Seen Before is next. Something Special's got 2 behind her, and she's under the whip as they turn into the straight. La Ferry, La Lolo. Between them, Full Alert. Full Pelt can't get clear. Fresh Feeling driving up along the inside, and on the outside, Seen Before. La Lolo hits the front. On the inside, Fresh Feeling. Down the outside, Something Special getting home late when it's all over, but La Lolo notches up the hat-trick. La Lolo beat Something Special. 3rd was Fresh Feeling, and then came Seen Before, Captivating, Mystery Card, Full Pelt, La Ferry and Full Alert at the tail of the field.
Riding change in the last. 6 Kroner's Deal now. G Hall replacing G Childs, who's indisposed. Race 8, number 6 Kroner's Deal now. Greg Hall.
The inside jump, well, not quite as well as Truant Officer, who came out at the head of affairs, taken on quickly by New Millennium. They go by the 1,000 on level terms from Prime Monarch on the inside. Sure to Compare is there, and over on the outside goes around them Tartan Row with a bit of a spurt, and they were followed further back in the field behind those then by Tearful, who's racing a bit deep, back then to Ishani, further back to Zonal, who's actually last, and Yellow Limit is second last just ahead of it. Moving towards the home turn down to the 600, and here the leader on the inside is Truant Officer by a neck to in second placing Tartan Road, not giving it a lot of peace. A length and a half away to New Millennium. Now they race into this stiff breeze now as New Millennium makes a claim. So does Tearful. Yellow Limit is also running on, and then came Sure to Compare. Back to the inside Prime Monarch, and further back Ashani, and also Zynal starting to put in a bit of a finish. It's on the inside Truant Officer, headed now by New Millennium, but here's Zynal and Yellow Limit both putting in their claims. New Millennium is just the leader. Yellow Limit the outside trying hard. New Millennium is doing it well, and New Millennium will get home. New Millennium scores and came away in the bit at the last little bit by about 2 lengths to Shani the inside, I think, got through to get second from Yellow Limit and Zynal. Further back then Truant Officer, then Tearful, Sure to Compare, Prime Monarch, and the last one in was Tartan Road.
On the way to the stalls now for race 7. The couple getting set now. 3 to move in fact. Trust Him, Timbertown and Port Campbell. Trust Him moves into a middle position over near the outside. Port Campbell is ready. The last to move in then will be Timbertown over on the outside. Clear favourite is Bohemoth, 2:10 and 1:30, and it's at 10 to 9 on course. So Timbertown takes the outside barrier, and they're all set to go. Ready, race 7. And attended in with Bohemoth. West End Flyer ducked at head and straight, and now they're off and racing, and stumbling out of the gates there Port Campbell alongside it. Bohemoth began well but will drift back of course, and first out West End Flyer from Trust Him, Tom Bowler. Going forward again on the outside then is Port Campbell around the outside of Sergeant Pepper. Bohemoth settles with 3 behind him, the favourite, and West End Flyer is being joined by Port Campbell. Settling third is Sergeant Pepper, 2 lengths away to Trust Him in 4th placing, followed by Tom Bowler going forward, and then Timbertown easing to get in for a trail, gets in 1 off the fence. Dan Steve behind it, Sun Classic the rail. About 2 lengths Bohemoth, followed by Persian Lake, a couple of lengths to Davenport Trist, and Lance's Mate whip the field in as they head out of the straight to the 1600 metres. Not a great deal of pace on, so Norman Weymouth takes Timbertown to the lead now. A length and a half in front of West End Flyer. Port Campbell a length away third. Tom Bowler moving up 4th on the outside, and then Sergeant Pepper, who's about a neck away 5th on the inside. 2 to Dan Steve when they go past the 1400. Lance's Mate is around it, and they're being followed then by Trust Him on the inside. Bohemoth has come out 3 wide down the back straight from Sun Classic in the centre. 2 lengths to Persian Lake, and Davenport Trist is now last of all. Tom Bowler had sped to the lead inside the 1200 metres and opened up by 2 lengths now to Timbertown. West End Flyer ahead away on the outside, about a length and a half away to Sergeant Pepper 4th on the inside. Then Port Campbell 1.5 away. Dan Steve in the centre. Lance's Mate around it, and Trust Him the rail. Another 2 lengths break in the field. Bohemoth travelling 3 deep around the outside of Persian Lake with the fence, and Sun Classic in the centre, and back last of all now Davenport Trist. Off the back Tom Bowler at the 800, 3/4 on West End Flyer. Timbertown head away the outside. Port Campbell 2 lengths Dan Steve, Sergeant Pepper. Lance's Made a half length away. They're followed then by Bohemoth, who's niggled at the start. He's run around Sun Classic. He's going forward about 4 wide, the favourite, and then Persian Lake when they swept to the home turn. Davenport Trist back last with Trust Him. Tom Bowler came to the home turn, stays off the fence, leads by a length and a half or 2 to West End Flyer. On the outside Dan Steve. Bohemoth is following at home. It is about 5 off the leader and wants to lay in with 300 to go. Dan Steve is coming with a big run to hit to the lead on the outside here. It's now Dan Steve drawing to the front over Tom Bowler, and a gap behind them. Bohemoth still not wanting to get to the line truly. Dan Steve the leader. Bohemoth is picking it up late. Dan Steve is stopping a bit. Bohemoth is flying the 3-year-old. He'll get there. Bohemoth 1.5 head to Dan Steve. aggressive, but it wasn't over until right on the line. Tombola held third, and there followed just behind them by Persian Lake and West End Flyers, Sun Classic, and then Lance's mate Sergeant Pepper, then Davenport Trist, who was well back in company with Port Campbell, trust him towards the end, and Timber Town was last in. The judges called for a photo. Well, I think he's got there, but you wouldn't want it over again. Three's got it. Behemoth has got there to win. Three.
Far back, and on the outside, Deep Moss and Truly Halo improve their posses as the horses go to the 100 metres on the first occasion. And Truly Halo, hard-ridden wide out, leads now from Fortune Cove, and the Grey Zaila settling third. Deep Moss fourth, Basara next, and then Bombardment. Indianapolis spying the rails, wide a Masterful Lad. A length then two shot in the dark. Zashaline, who jumped well, drifts back to second last, and 3 lengths to Yeg. Racing towards the 1250, and Truly Halo a clear leader from Fortune Cove, third Zaila. Then Basara on the rails, a length further back, Deep Moss from Bombardment, Masterful Lad. Spying on the inside next from Indianapolis, two shot in the dark, a half on its inside is Zashaline, and 3 lengths to Yeg. Truly Halo in a solidly run race goes to the back near the 1,000 metres, about 3/4 of a length on Fortune Cove, and Deep Moss whipping up very, very smartly, followed on the fence by Basara, a gap then to Zaila. One to Bombardment between White Masterful Lad, spying over on the inside, about 2 to Indianapolis, a length and a half further back in the field, shot in the dark, Zashaline the rails, and 4 lengths to Yeg. 700 to go. Not a lot of change in the order. Truly Halo in front from Deep Moss. Third is Zaila, fourth is Basara, then comes Fortune Cove, Masterful Lad, spying over on the fence, will need a bit of luck. Indianapolis and Bombardment next. After a length and a half, shot in the dark, Zashaline second last, and 2 lengths to Yeg. Coming to the bend, 350 to go, and Truly Halo ridden hard. A length on Zaila. Third is Deep Moss. Basara fourth. A length and a half to Masterful Lad. Spying is weaving its way into the open. Bombardment trying to hold it in, and Zashaline heads the others. Masterful Lad and Zaila race to the lead from Truly Halo. Basara next. The Grey Zaila's in front. Masterful Lad trying doggedly. Zaila still the leader. Masterful Lad won't reach it. Oh, bobbing finish. To the naked eye, it looks like Zaila and Nostril. Masterful Lad, hang on to your briefs. Third, probably Basara, followed up by Truly Halo. Zashaline made up ground, and then came Spying. A break then to Deep Moss, Fortune Cove, Indianapolis. Good margin, shot in the dark. Bombardment, and Yeg last pretty well all the way.
And a nice sort of a start too. Stella Maris was beaten for speed, so was Good Time Gal. Both riders getting a bit busy. Our Appeal away well out wide with Goes Off is trying to angle across, but taking the running out of the straight now is Tecracy to lead the way. And Tecracy shows the way now from Our Appeal, who's worked across there. So Goes Off, going up in the centre with Showtar. It's inside Eastern Symphony. Raise Your View to about 6 and settling okay, and they were followed then by Screen Star. Next over on the outside of those, but caught wide Determined. Back on the inside, Tristram Prince. In that division too was Powers Hope in a bit of a jam up. They were followed back off that division by East Wave from Good Time Gal, Zamavilla, Hughes Pride, and last of all as they settle is Stella Maris. As they move along the far straight now, heading to the 1400 metre mark, and the leader bowling along Tecracy by a half 3/4. Our Appeal, Showtar third. Fourth Eastern Symphony, 2 lengths away to Raise Your View by the 1300. Over on the inside, Screen Star from Goes Off, and here's one getting around them. Good Time Gal about 4 deep at the 1200. On its inside there with it was Powers Hope, also improving to some degree. They were followed by Determined, Tristram Prince, Ackeraw King, Eastway, Zamavilla, Hughes Pride, ridden quietly and last a length and a half off Stella Maris. Onto the side turn they race, and the leader still Tecracy, about a half in front of in second placing Our Appeal. Good Time Gals made a long run in that far straight to go to third, but is out on a limb. Then Showtar from Eastern Symphony, and they were followed by one's dropped the rider here. Hughes Pride has dropped the rider. The horse continues on. The rider's about to get to his feet. I think both parties okay. Down to the 600 now, and Tecracy led from over on the outside, trying hard to wear it down. Our Appeal, and still there but hard at it. Good Time Gal, Showtar, and then Eastern Symphony. Raise Your View badly in need of a run. Wider out on the track, running on now Powers Hope from Stella Maris, and running up behind them looking for room too as Goes Off, but it's Our Appeal heading Tecracy. Raise Your View is into the clear, and here's Stella Maris down the outside, and Eastern Symphony getting through. He's got desperate on Raise Your View, drew a neck in front of Eastern Symphony, who won't sit down. Eastern Symphony trying to come back at Raise Your View. They'll fight it out. Stella Maris can't go on. It's Raise Your View the outside, and on the inside Eastern Symphony. Heads are up, heads are down. Raise Your View Raise Your View and Nose Eastern Symphony. Now concentrating on them, we've got hanging on to third either Goes Off, Zamavilla wide, and between them Stella Maris. It's been a cheeky race. Back behind them Screen Star from Shotar, and further back Determined. Wide out then came very deep on the track, in fact Powers Hope, then Acaror King, further back Our Appeal, then came Good Time Gal, followed then by Tristram Prince Eastway, Tecracy, and the riderless horse about to be reined up by the clerk of the course was Hughes Pride, which parted company with the rider.
Veering coming in next to it. Chief Storm awaiting its turn to move along. La Baroda coming in the red and black colours. As the blinkers off today and the pacifiers on, La Baroda, one of the outsiders of the field. There's Kroner's Deal going into the blue and gold coloured silks. Greg Hall on board. He won the first on a pickup ride.